What is going on today, guys? We are back for another episode in Darkness Falls. Now, it is Horde night time, as you guys can see, and we got plenty of our concrete made up, so everything in here is completely upgraded with the exception of that one square right there, which I'm leaving the way it is because that's going to be the hole we make for our underground entrance into here at some later point. Um, but otherwise, everything else, as you guys can see, is second tier of concrete. So everything is at 5k HP. Well, and also the exception of the ramp. The ramp's going to have to come out at some point when we do our addition to the base. So, I just figured I'd leave it that way, less to have to cut out later on. But anyway, made myself an AK here, and also made myself AR-15, and I actually had more ammo than I thought. Uh, and we went to the trader, got a little bit more, got some stuff to actually craft our own ammo, and it turns out we actually have a pretty decent amount of ammo. So we should be all right this horde night. We do have our bow with 114 steel arrows, but if they if they do somehow manage to get past our blade traps as well and we're out of ammo, we do have our lovely spear, and worst case scenario we have to run away, which won't happen. That's not going to happen. I'll stand here and die before I run away from them. Um, not going to die from them. But anyway, we've got about an hour left, so I'll be back to you guys in a little bit here as soon as the night's about to kick off. Alright, so we're nearing kickoff time here. Now, this Horde night, we're going to be sitting down below here. With no turrets or anything, we're going to have to kind of keep a better eye on our blade traps. I see I forgot to make ladders. That's that's kind of a problem. But, oh well. Um, I guess we'll just use our blocks to get back up out of there. But anyway, we're going to have to sit down below here and help our blade traps out, and we're going to have to uh, watch and pay attention for the zombies that come down here. So we're going to sit down below for one horde night instead of sitting up top. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Like I said, we have enough ammo. Now, our guns here, as you guys can see, they're grade 41, and, they're not, they're as modded as they can get. So they both have the same mods here: muzzle brake, foregrip, mag extender, and a 2x on them. So again, nothing too special. Can't make the rad remover mod yet until we get the 5th level in the, well, I'll just show you here. 5th level in science crafting unlocks the tier 3 mods, which is like the rad remover and stuff like that. So we can't get that yet, but soon enough here. Now, after Horde Night is over, our next episode we're going to go ahead and make ourselves the mechanic class up. We do have enough stuff to make one class at the moment. Depending on how this Horde Night goes, if we get enough schematics to scrap down, we could make 2. So mechanic and security are the next 2 we want, and we're gonna get working on them. We're also gonna get working on like our farming. I went ahead and made up a bunch of seeds, so we'll be ready to go with that. And yeah, we just gotta get to work on that and make that happen, so we have all of our stuff ready to go for our food and drink, and shouldn't be too bad. Probably start out with 4 plots should do us. But anyway, it is now kicking off, so got to figure out which side they're coming in on. Now our blade traps are going to do our heavy lifting for us. I believe they're coming this way. But yeah, our blade traps are going to do a lot of the heavy work for us. Sit here and pick off what we can get. Let the blade traps do the rest. See, they're hitting the traps over there. Had to make sure that cop wasn't going to get up and blow up. Don't want him blowing up our blade traps, but another puppy dog. There we go. Somebody's trying to break in, really? Alright, well, we're gonna have to remedy that. Can't let them bust through. Whoops, come on. Apparently I should have put up more traps because they're being dumb and trying to come through the wall this time. That's not good. Wonder why they decided to do that this time. I've never had issues with them doing this like that before. So... they're persistent about it too, aren't they? Wonder if it's because there's no ladder. There's no way to get up to me. Well, this ain't working out so well, is it? Why aren't you dead already? Damn. Yeah, they're busting through pretty hard. All because I forgot my ladders, I think. Well, this is not how I envisioned this horde night going, to be honest. That guy's got to die right away. He does a lot of damage. Alright, let's get back down here. Hopefully they'll start coming the right way now. Because, yeah, don't want them coming through the wall. That's not good for us. Still a couple of them trying, it sounds like. Maybe not. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're trying again. Damn it. Just have to keep an eye out, I guess. If they bust through a block, I guess we'll have an opening to shoot them from, I guess. trying to listen for any of them breaking through. Doesn't sound like it though, so. Ooh, hey, we got a shotgun. Yeah, it sounds like they're coming right this time. Still busting through the spikes though, so I'm sure there's gonna be a couple of them that try to bust through yet, but hopefully the majority are gonna come through like this. And oh, he just got thumped by that blade trap. I love watching the blade traps just chunk them up. Come on, keep coming. The only part I don't like about sitting down here is you can't, like watch them coming and pick them off from a distance. You gotta wait for them to come to you. Hear a screamer. Well, so far so good, with the exception of the vast majority of that one group wanting to come through the wall instead. Sounds like there's vultures too, if I'm not hearing things. So we'll have to clean them up when we're done. But I'm not worried about the vultures right now, to be honest. Vultures are, well, they can't get to us. And there's more trying to bust through the wall now, of course. I'm just gonna let them. Once they break through a block, I'll have a good hole to shoot through them, or shoot them through. So, let them go ahead. That's 5,000 HP they gotta bust through. And I was smart, I brought concrete with the patch as well, so I'm not at all worried. Alright, I kind of want to take out some of these vultures. There's one. Oh, that's the dead one falling. Ooh. That looked kind of funny. Where are you, vultures? If you guys are wondering, I'm trying to use up a bunch of the 9mm ammo because it's cheaper. And save my 7.62 for after Horde Night, so we can use that for like our looting and stuff. Oh. There we go. That worked. Oh, we need to repair. A little bit of a stutter there. A little bit. Popping heads. Whoops. Too high. Switch back now. Oh, she's gonna get whacked by the blade trap. Sometimes you just gotta let them get hit. It's just so much fun watching them just get smacked and... Whoops. There we go, not doing too bad. Got plenty of ammo yet, so... Don't need to worry about wasting a little bit of it. Ooh, that one lost an arm. That was kind of bloody. Oh, stand back up. Come on. Wow, she made it quite a ways before the blade trap hit her. Come on, keep them coming. Look at all these loot bags. This is gonna be some good loot. We're gonna need a lot of this. Ooh. Pop goes the head. Oh, she ain't dead. She's gonna stand up. Pop open another block there. Keep them coming. Come on. You know, I had kind of a thought. Once we make our base expansion, I kind of want to have a little bit of fun. Actually, I might do that on the off-camera one, but I kind of want to have a little fun with the zombies one horde night. I want to kind of reload. Want to reload first. I want to turn up the spawn so they come in, like, you know, bigger waves, because, you know, this is a little bit, and, you know, maybe it's just me, but I find this to be a little bit easy right now, and we don't even have that much. I mean, honestly, we're not running anything special. We got a couple guns, a little bit of ammo, and a couple blade traps, but blade traps are hardly doing any of the work. Whoops. Until I have to reload. But the blade traps aren't doing that much, and, you know, I kind of want something a little more challenging. And I realize this mod has its moments where it's a little bit tough, but Horde Nights, I don't know. Maybe it's the base I got, but... And for me, I guess, Horde Night's not the main part of this mod for me. I prefer, like, all the exploring and the looting sort of thing to it. The Wasteland especially is so much fun now. Especially now that there's the radiated or demonic behemoth. Oh my god, those things are like just a monstrous thing. 60,000 HP is just, it's insane. But, you know, for me, I don't particularly like emphasizing too much time on the Horde Night itself. I much prefer getting to get out and explore and, you know, clearing the labs and the military bunkers. So much fun. So much fun. I absolutely love stuff like that. I wish there was more labs and more bunkers on each map, just because of how much fun it is just to go there with a whole bunch of ammo and try to run through all the demons in the labs, or, you know, all the respawning ferals and tough zombies and behemoths that are in the bunkers. It's just so much fun doing that. You get a lot of great loot once you have the scavenger 5 of 5. It's, you know, honestly for me, I don't think you can really beat that as far as what I like in the game. It's just, you know, so much fun. You know, for me, I love getting to shoot them. That's probably one of the best parts, is getting to shoot just absolutely endless waves of zombies that keep coming. The challenge of fighting the lot tougher enemies than in like the vanilla mode. It's so much fun. I mean, I really do like the challenge of this mod. Sometimes I kind of want to turn up the difficulty on the game, which maybe that's what we'll have to do. We might have to try to mess with the difficulty, make it a little bit harder for a playthrough or something. Like, now I'm not talking permadeath, because I still die. I don't think I could ever do a playthrough where I didn't die at least once or 5 times. But you know, I wouldn't mind having the tougher zombies earlier on, as long as the loot is there to be able to deal with them. You know, like ammo and weapons, gun parts, you know, sort of stuff like that. Like this playthrough, we got a super early access to a lathe. I don't think I've ever found a lathe this early, but we got really lucky with that, and now we can make whatever gun we have unlocked, and however many of them we want. We could basically max tier any gun we have access to crafting, you know, whenever we want, provided we have the crafting components. So it's kind of nice, but then at the same time, you know, after this Horde Night's over, we're gonna have to start the gunpowder grind, get ourselves going on ammo crafting a little more, switch over to the AP rounds now instead of the normal rounds like we're using here. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, of course. Can't wait to get the higher grade weapons because of the repairs. That's like one of the only big drawbacks, well, other than the modding, of course, but the durability wise. Somebody's still trying to bust in out there? But yeah, I can't wait to get back into the wasteland on this playthrough, and you know, start messing with the demons. Laser weapons. Once we get access to the laser weapons and we can go into the wasteland and not have to worry about the demons' regeneration, it becomes, you know, it becomes a new game in itself. It just becomes a totally new experience. Once you get to fight the demons, and you know, especially the bigger ones like the incubus, the succubus, the demonic behemoth, you know, any of them that can regenerate faster than you can do damage to them. Once you get access to being able to, you know, basically go down there and just get to take the time and play around with them, it's so much fun. I mean, I'm almost to laser pistol unlock on the off-camera playthrough now. So once I get to that, I'm gonna go ahead and craft myself up a really good laser pistol and mod it out, and then it's gonna be time to play with the demons a little bit. Because the thing is, you only need 1 bullet from it, and yeah, I guess you really don't even need that much ammo. You know, all you have to do is shoot them once, or hit them once with the laser sword and the and stop the regeneration. And after that, you know, you can use any weapon you want, but there's a time limit on that regen thing, where once you hit them, you have to. That only lasts for so long. So, you know, you got to be quick about killing them anyway. But at the same time, it's just so much fun getting to kill them. Although, one thing. Now, I actually have a question for you guys. Does anybody know if that hammer from the behemoth still drops at all? Because I can't tell you how many I've killed, and I don't think I haven't seen a hammer. I think it's called like the Eric's hammer or something like that. I have yet to see that, so I was wondering if they took that out of the game. Now another thing, as I get into really late game stage on my off-camera one, I'm finding the traders have solar banks and solar cells, but you can't craft either of them. Now, I honestly have no idea what I'm doing with that stuff, but I have like 3 banks and I think 5 solar cells now, and you know, it's kind of disappointing that you can't craft it, because I would really like to get to play around with that stuff a bit more, but I have no idea what I'm doing with it yet. I think you, as far as I've heard, I believe you need like a battery bank to go with it. So you go like solar panel or solar bank, whatever you want to call it, to battery bank, and then from the battery bank you connect up everything else. But I have no experience playing around with them. I haven't, you know, not being able to craft them and only being able to get it at the trader. I don't even know how much power one solar cell will produce, let alone much of what I'm doing with that. So that's something I'm going to be trying out here relatively soon and seeing if I can learn that. So any tips or tricks with that would be great. Why they took that out of the crafting recipe, that'd be really nice to know too, because that seems like that would be something that'd be really great to have late game for a lot of things. You know, not needing generators, but being able to run everything off of solar banks would be really cool. At least I think so. I think that'd be really neat. So I got to keep my eyes open at the trader for more of the solar cell things, because like I said, I think I only have like 3 or 5 of them, and like 3 of the actual panels or bank things themselves. So I don't have a lot, but I do want to get to play around with that. Another thing that I'm looking at doing is the underground farming using the mutated seeds. Now I found one spot to get super corn, and I've started growing quite a bit of it. So I have a little bit of it, but I have no idea how the irrigation piping works. What kind of water source you need. Like, I'm assuming if I like set up, and this is just my assumption for that, but I'm assuming I could set up a couple rain catchers on the, like, 1 block down into the ground, so it forms like a pool on the surface, and set up the irrigation pump like right next to that, so it pulls the water from it, and that should work as a water source. But could also be I'm wrong there, and you might need like a bigger source of like standing water. But I don't know, that's something I really look forward to trying out with my underground base, is making a big farming plot down there and seeing if I can actually figure that out. So, oh, another thing, the military tablet. I actually made one of that. That thing is one of the neatest little pieces of tech on the game. I mean, it is so cool to get to use that. It's a little bit odd at first, but once you get to playing around with it and stuff a little bit, it's really neat. I mean, I can see where it come in handy for, like, you know, say a tier 4 or a tier 5 clear quest. Oh my god, you would have no problem finding them zombies with that. I mean, it's actually a brilliantly designed piece that would probably be really overpowered in certain situations. You know, especially if you played on like a public PvP server. Oh my god, you'd know where everybody was and just be able to set up and ambush them. So that'd be pretty cool. I look forward to using that for clearing buildings. Now that's another reason I'm kind of doing some questing on here, is I want to get to the higher tier quests and get to loot like some of the some of the high tier buildings. Like, I look forward to seeing what new kind of tier 4 questing will be in the game with the new point of interest that come with this mod. So I can't wait to see that. I really look forward to seeing that. Plus the rewards from quests are actually pretty darn good on here, which if you notice from like vanilla kind of has some okay-ish rewards, and sometimes they're just kind of like no good at all. But on here, there's actually some really nice stuff early on, especially the Eve the Survivor quest. Oh man, those quests give you like excellent items, but a lot of that is like done in the wasteland itself. So you have to have access to the radiation protection gear and all sorts of stuff like that. But that sounds like that's it. One more zombie. We'll let the blade traps have her. Just like that. Alright, well that's it. It went pretty good considering. It kind of sucks that they were kind of hammering on our wall out here instead of all coming in, but all in all, that wasn't too bad of a horde night considering the mistake. And they only got one block out. That's kind of surprising. I really thought they would have got a lot more out than that. I really would have. But let's clear up the mess and see what we get for some good loot. So I'm going to swap our goggles here. I didn't have any chests set up there. So unfortunately, no spot to drop them off. But hopefully we can find a little bit of wood. If not, I'll make a drop chest and we'll get her figured out. Let's just sneak on through here. Was that farming tips? Okay, that's farming tips. I think we have 3 of 3 for farming tips though, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, we got a research note. That's pretty cool. We don't need that for sure. We need the research note, sorry, not the contact grenade schematic. We already know that. Now these challenges, I just never do on this mod. Again, it's a personal preference thing. I mean, could we? Sure. I mean, you do get a little bit of dukes. You get some XP and stuff for it, but I don't know. I find that my time is probably better suited, you know, elsewhere in the game. And again, it's just my own personal preference there. So if you guys don't agree with that, you know, that's perfectly fine. But I find that my time is best suited, you know, doing loot runs or mining for materials to make like my ammo or steel, because I do a lot of building on here. Especially in my off-camera one I got going right now. I've done so much building on there underground. It is insane. And with the fact that we're also going to be making an underground garden here pretty soon, oh my god, that's going to require, you know, just so much more. But we can get rid of these. I'm saving all the clothing that has dye. And again, I forgot to actually make a video on the off-camera one showing the dye thing. So I'll have to get that done here, maybe for tomorrow's video. Yeah, I think I can get that done for tomorrow's video. But I want to show you guys what I'm trying to do with that. We need a little bit of wood because we got to make a drop chest. So let's just, you know, I don't even have my chainsaw with me. Crap, that's not good. That'll work. Yeah, I left my chainsaw and stuff back at the base because I wanted to save on a little bit of room, and here I end up needing it for wood. Well, actually, I guess I didn't even need it. I mean, we could have just scrapped a couple. Could have just ended up scrapping a couple of our wood frames, and it would have worked out just fine. Let's get back to looting here. Got a lot of loot bags, and they're all inside here, which is fantastic. Easy to get at. looks like we're getting some pretty nice stuff. I think we're missing 2 pieces for the hazmat gear yet, which is kind of unfortunate. I was really looking forward to getting into the wasteland here relatively soon. I mean, I don't think we're really in that big of a hurry per se, but I do like getting access to the titanium auger and the titanium chainsaw right away. Now, that's another thing I've been playing around with a little bit more, is all the titanium tools and stuff like that on my off-camera one, as well as like the other guns and stuff, which I do plan on making some videos showing that stuff yet. But I've been messing around with like I said, the titanium tools a bit, and now the titanium pickaxe is pretty decent, but I don't feel like at a late stage in the game it's not nearly as useful as the auger. But I kind of messed around with it, put a full set of mods in it, and you know, took it and did a little bit of harvesting, and you know, it works okay. I'm not at all complaining about how it works. I mean, it does almost, I think it does like right around 600 block damage, all maxed out. So it's a pretty decent tool, but it's just the fact that it takes stamina, um, and it's a lot slower. That's the only thing. But now I also was messing around with the titanium crossbow. I actually like that. That's something I look forward to having on here and actually playing around late game with as well. But anyway, let's take a look at our overall loot here. Where did I put that? There it is. So we did pretty damn good tonight. We got a lot of stuff that needs to be sold. We got a lot of stuff that needs to be kept and sorted through. But overall, I'd say tonight's Horde Night was pretty good. I mean, yeah, we had a couple hiccups, them trying to bust through our wall and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of ammo, no turrets, and you know, it still worked out, you know, pretty much perfect in my opinion. I mean, I couldn't ask for much better. So, no complaints from me as far as this Horde Night goes. So anyway, guys, next episode, like I said, we're going to work on getting into some more classes, getting our farm going, and who knows from there. It should be an interesting next couple of episodes, us getting going on a bunch of stuff and preparing ourselves. We got a lot of stuff we need to sell at the trader, so probably several trips to the traders. I don't think we'll get it all sold in one go, but possible. So lots of stuff coming up, so hopefully you guys enjoy what's coming up in the series, and hopefully you guys are enjoying what's in the off-camera series. Like I said, I'm going to do a couple more guide videos on there, show you guys a couple tips and tricks that I've found out and learned. Like I said, hopefully you guys can learn a little bit from me and teach me a little bit of stuff too, because I always enjoy all the information you guys share with me. So thank you guys so much for being here, and we'll catch you guys for the next episode.